4, 6-2, making the playoffs for the first time since '99, I believe. And you're going to be hosting a home playoff game here on November the 8th. I mean, what went into just the process to build up something special where you got a passionate fan base, but they're 6-2, having a phenomenal season. Really, what went into that process to get to this point?
Well, and I'll say a little fun history fact is actually 2013 was the last time we went to the first round.
Oh, okay.
Then we played in 2001. 98 is the only year that we've hosted a home playoff game. So this will be the second time. As Russell County High School, we've only been to the playoffs 4 times. So this will be the 5th time in school history, which is really exciting. Anytime you're talking about generational change or effectively changing a culture, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to be here. Our thing was if we were effective coaches, we could go anywhere and affect change. The big thing is, and what a lot of people, and I kept saying for the last 2 years, is we went really, really young, starting 2 years ago. And so what you're kind of seeing is a lot of guys taking their bumps, taking their bruises, but not quitting, persevering, keep fighting. And then, the offseason, we really knew about January that this team was a little different. Just the intensity and the day-to-day workouts and the consistency that they had with that. And then, summer always gets you a little worried, especially, at a place like Russell County. Like people don't realize, like Devin Brown lives 35 minutes down the road, and he's still in Russell County.
Right.
And so, every day we had 90-plus kids showing up, and the intensity at practice. Then we go to some 7-on-7s, and 7-on-7s is not football, but competition is competition. I always tell the kids, I don't care if it's pickleball. If it's time to compete, it's time to compete. And so the intensity and the way that we had success this summer, I felt like, as long as we could be good up front, we had a shot to be really special. Game 1 went great. I think game 2, a little bit of, we have to win mentality, I think kind of crept in a little bit, and I think that kind of affected us where, like, if you just outwork people or you give your best every day, you don't feel pressure to win. You just show up, do your job, and winning is just a byproduct of doing things the right way. Pressure is not what causes winning. And so, kind of resetting, and then, for the second time in school history last week, we played for a region championship against a team that those seniors have played in 4 region championships, won a state championship in 9th grade, went to the semis last year, and for a half, we were right there with them. And unfortunately, I think kind of what happened to us was just the highs and the lows of some calls by the referees or, a turnover here or turnover there. And so, just keeping that mentality going and making them realize, I think there was a team just the other day that was down by about 20 points and came back on ESPN and had a heck of a win. Carver Opelika last night.
Yeah, 28-6, Carver was down.
And so just realizing, the next step for us, I think, to take that, on that threshold is to realize that, nobody dictates what we do except for us. The score doesn't dictate. Right. We could be up 49-0, we could be down 49-0. The score's 0-0, and we're going out there to dominate this play, one play at a time. And so, the kids have really bought into that mentality, but this senior class, they're really special. They forever changed my life, and, I'm grateful just to be a part of their story. And, this group of kids is everything that's special. But these seniors who were here the first day, and I was telling some of them, my first practice out here when they were in the 8th grade, doing their first varsity spring training, we couldn't even complete a go ball on air. And so to kind of go where we've gone, that's a testament to their hard work and their dedication. And so we are where we are because they believed in themselves and they put in the work.
Coach, talk about your quarterback, Bryson Riggins. He had 25 touchdowns last year, 23 this year. He's seeing the field very well. When did you know that he was going to be a special talent and one of the best quarterbacks in 6A?
We really knew that, the first day he was out here on the field. The big thing last year, Robert Calhoun had been a 3-year starter and, knew the offense at the time. Bryson came in at the beginning of the summer. And so, we told Bryson when he walked in the door the first day, you're going to have to take this spot from Robert. Right. And, the thing I love about Bryson is just Mr. Consistent, and he came to work every day. He eagerly learned the offense. He was in there within an hour trying to get my playbook and, asking questions that night through text messages. And, he was a great teammate even through 7-on-7 last year. He didn't get a lot of reps, and he just kept, uplifting Robert. And so at halftime of that Stanhope game, actually it was really going to be that last drive, but Stanhope ended up having a long drive right before halftime. I said, I'm going to make a switch to Robert and give Bryson a chance. And I went up to him and I said, hey, man, you're up. Any questions? And he said, no, I'm good. And, that kind of sent some chills down my spine a little bit because, just the confidence, that he gave off, was just really, really big. And then, he goes out, I think, second play and throws a bomb to Jamari Burnett. And so the rest is history. I mean, Bryson is everything that he's supposed to be because of the work that he puts in and day out. He never misses anything. He's never late for anything. He never tries to skip anything. He doesn't ask for anything extra. He doesn't want to be special. He just comes in, does his job, doesn't argue with people, doesn't do anything. He does exactly what you want in a quarterback. And, I think he is a big, big reason why we are where we are today.
Well, Coach, you're playing a Rehoboth team tonight. I know this game, as far as your placement in the playoffs, doesn't really matter, but I know you want to get a win tonight, especially on senior night in front of these fans. Good luck, Coach, against Rehoboth. I think you're wrapping up the season against Beauregard on the road. That's a non-region game. And as you get ready to host that home playoff game in 2 weeks, Coach, I know we're pulling for you, and I know that the whole county here is excited, and we wish you the best of luck, Coach.
I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate everything y'all do.
Absolutely. Head football coach of the Russell County Warriors, Coach Dylan Griggs. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, Thrift Behringer is going to sit down with the Russell County Athletics Director, Coach Larry Knox, as you're watching High School Game Day live from Russell County here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without business like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games, and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing Sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're back here at High School Game Day, Thrift Behringer, Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and I am with a really good man. He is the AD of Russell County. His name is Larry Knox. Coach, thank you so much for joining the program, man.
It's a pleasure. Man, I'm thankful that y'all are here. I'm tickled to death that you're here highlighting our kids, our program, our school, our community. This is awesome.
Oh,
we
Coach,
appreciate it.
and we appreciate the hospitality as you've always had, and looking forward to doing many other sports the rest of this year for Russell County. But, Coach, let's go ahead and get into it. This year for Russell County, obviously it's been the talk of our area for sure. Being 6-2, an incredible run by Dylan Griggs, turning this program now into hopefully a contender every single year. But it starts with having a foundation that was laid several years ago. Talk about the job he's done this year, turn around this program.
It's unbelievable the job that he and his staff has done, and it started 4 years ago. You know, just getting the kids to buy in that there is going to be better. There is going to be better. Don't give up on us. Fight hard. Get in the weight room. And the kids have bought in. The coaches are bought in. And, man, he has done a great job leading the program.
Some people just don't recognize this as a camera, Coach. But continue.
But it's, man, it's exciting for Russell County. It's exciting for the community.
No doubt, man.
Our students, man, you're going to see our students here tonight. They're going to be right behind us down on the bottom level. Our band is going to blow up the music. I mean, it is unreal, the environment that has been created here this year.
No doubt about it, Coach, and we're excited to be here. I'm actually calling my first Russell County game. I told Richard, I know I love you, but give me an opportunity to call a Russell County game, baby. But in all seriousness, Coach, this is year 3 for you.
Yes.
All right, and you've done a great job bringing exposure to Russell County that allows you to get money for resources that you need to keep up with the Joneses, Coach, because you're seeing the teams you're competing against, they're getting high upgrading facilities. And I want you to break the news about what is potentially about to happen literally right behind the camera. So not behind us, but behind Chris, our producer. There's going to be a special building dropping very soon.
So we're waiting in the next 2-3 weeks for them to start on a brand new 35,000 square foot athletic facility. Man, it's going to have a cheerleading room,
awesome.
A wrestling room, a gym big enough that we can play 2 full court games side by side.
I love it.
It will become our volleyball game day facility, our wrestling game day facility, a huge meeting room that can be divided into 2 for all of our teams to watch videos, either together or separate. And then on the other side of the building, a new weight room, a new football locker room, football equipment room, coaches' offices, showers, a new training room, nutrition room. So it really touches Russell County athletics, and it's just going to change the way we practice, which is going to make our game day experiences better, not just in football, Thrift, and everything.
No, 100%.
I mean, it's 14 months once that first shovel hits the ground.
I cannot wait, Coach.
Me either, man. It's like Christmas.
And how big of it, and we talked about having to make the decision between having an indoor practice facility compared to now having a gymnasium, kind of like a rec center. What was the thought process in having to pick? Because I know that's tough, because both of them are going to be great for the program, but I feel like when you were telling me off air that this was just the best option for the school.
Well, and it is. If we would have already had a second gym, then
makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you look at schools that have an indoor football facility, they already have 2 gyms.
Yeah.
So all the other sports are taken care of.
Right.
So our football program, this will be big enough that they can do walkthroughs on the gym floor.
Right.
So Coach Griggs and I talked, and I'm like, Coach, do you think you can do walkthroughs on the gym floor? And he said, absolutely, Coach, we can. So, that helped make the decision.
Awesome.
But the fact that this building touching so many sports was really the driving force that helped us make it a gym and not a box with grass on the side.
Exactly right, Coach. What makes Russell County so special, man? It's like last year we were here for game day. You had homecoming, and you had that entire parking lot behind us was just full of tents. It's one of the biggest homecoming out of all the schools that we've been a part of. What makes Russell County, this family feeling, so special? And I can't wait to see the atmosphere tonight for a team that is 6-2 this year.
It is family. I mean, the students, they care about each other. Our teachers, man, we've got teachers from all around calling. Do y'all have openings? We currently don't, thank God. But you always do, man. It's just a family experience, and everybody in Russell County has been to Russell County, whether it was Chavala when it was open, Russell High School, Hurtsboro, Mount Olive, and they all started merging together to make the Russell County High School in 1989. And you touched on it. When we have that tailgate party,
it's unreal.
Got too big for over here, so we moved it to that big field over there at the middle school.
Yep.
And it's every school was there,
not
just Russell County High School. All the schools of the past were there. They were present, and there was 2,000 people over there.
That's awesome.
It's just a community, and everybody's been waiting on this for a long time, and man, we're fortunate. We're blessed. The Lord has really touched Russell County athletics in the last couple of years, and our coaches. The biggest thing, Thrift, is now our coaches are in their 4th year. We're not a new coach every year in majority of our sports.
Right.
Majority of our coaches are in their 3rd year, their 4th year, their 5th year, or longer. So stability.
Yep. Continuity.
Right. Stability is showing up at Russell County, and you know, in just a week, we're going to. Our cheerleaders will be in Mobile in the regional championship.
Right.
Our band, everybody's calling. Our band is doing so well this year. Everybody's calling, wanting them to come perform.
Awesome, man.
We got cross country state, so we're there.
Yeah.
We're there. We're not just in this stadium. We're there for all sports.
And coach,
You know?
and it starts with leadership at the top, like you. And you know, I've been a firm believer in you and what you've tried to build here these last 3 years. And it's just, again, getting Russell County on the map, getting the respect, not just for Russell County family, but all the other counties. I call it the Tri-City area,
Right.
from Phoenix City to Lee County, Harris County, Muskogee County. I mean, we're all in this area together, man. And I'm so glad that I'm seeing Russell County athletics and specifically the football team flourish right now. Final question, talk about your admin, the administration, having a principal that believes in your vision to be able to get the resources to build that building. You got to have people that believe in sports, and I think you got that here, Coach.
Oh yeah, it starts at the top with Dr. Coley. 4 years ago, she laid out a plan. This stadium behind us was remodeled. Our gym was remodeled. Our baseball and softball got a brand new complex. Our middle school gym was remodeled. And she, along with Miss Keene and her administrative staff, were just continuing that.
Awesome.
All of those things 4 years ago helped our game day experience. Now we've turned our focus to our practice.
Yeah.
If we can make better quality practices, we're going to see a better quality on the actual playing field, and that's where we're focusing right now as a team. And it's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It's exciting times to be a Russell County Warrior, and we appreciate all the love and support that we're getting this year, and a lot of that's due to our football program.
No doubt.
You know, hey, we're going to spread it all the way across.
No doubt about it, Coach, and we are excited again to be here tonight. Game starts at 8 p.m. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Go Russell County. They're going to be
morning.
hosting a playoff game for the first time since the 90s. Everyone should be excited. Coach, thank you so much for
Yes,
joining
sir.
the program.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time to pick some games, and we got a special guest picker. His name is Michael Long Jr., and we're going to see what's happening around the area here on High School Game Day, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the two here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. One of my daughters is a student at CVCC right now. She's going through the arts program. I've got another son who's right behind her who's about to graduate school, and he's already talking about going to CV, and he's ready for it. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. It was a great experience, and I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Welcome back to High School Game Day. We got a table full, and it's time to do some picks. But first, let's introduce a guy that has been, for one of the bright baseball minds in our area, was head man at Carver, and now he's an elite assistant here at Russell County. He's also a contributor, analyst, and a part of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. His name is Michael Long Jr. Michael, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man. I mean, this is awesome. I've been telling y'all this time and time again. I love what you guys are doing. Feels good to be home. I would say that, man. It feels good to be home.
And we'll talk about Russell County when we get to their game, Coach, and what Russell County means to you being back here. But let's recap last night's game before we do that, Coach. And I'm going to start with you, Noah. A couple games happened in Alabama last night, all right? We won't really recap this game, but Opelika was upset by Carver Montgomery. How about that game? And then Central took care of business against Jag, and they're going to finish the 3 seed.
Yeah, the Bulldogs had a 28-6 lead in the Crampton Bowl, and the Carver Montgomery came back and won 44-35. And Central on the road got right against Jag, huge win on the road. It's kind of expect that from them. They're still a really good team. That region is just incredibly tough.
Yeah, it's the best in 7A by far.
Absolutely.
Good win. Andrew Alford didn't even play. They really didn't need him, and now they're going to get ready for the playoffs coming up here in a few weeks. Richard, you were at Columbus and Spencer. Spencer got a big win. Dominated, go to 6-3, and they're right in the thick of things. I honestly think they're pretty much solidified to make the playoffs, even if they lose next week to Hardaway. Do you believe that, Richard?
I do believe that. Myself and Mike Peacock were on the call at Kinnett Stadium last night on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Spencer was up 35-0 at the half, and Elijah Fudge had 4 touchdown passes, including 2 to Caden Brunson, and Spencer just coasted. They win the game. I think they lock up the 3rd seed. They're going to go on the road in the playoffs. I do believe that they do beat Hardaway next week, that they're definitely in the playoffs. But how about that game? Hardaway and Spencer on Halloween night. That could be possibly for a playoff spot.
That would be fun to be able to see see next week. We probably won't be doing that game since it is Halloween and everyone's got things to do on Halloween night, but go out and show support to those schools. Now I'm going to bring in Michael Long Jr. Coach, you at Carver these last couple of years did a great job building that program up, but you decided you wanted to come back to a place that is near and dear to your heart in Russell County. What was that a hard move to be able to make that, and what makes Russell County so special that you wanted to come back?
It was a tough decision just by leaving those guys at Carver after what we've done for the past 3 years, man. You got to think about the last 2 seasons. We were 1 win away from making the playoffs in a tough region. So, I mean, that's just a testament to the hard work that we put in as a staff and the hard work that we put in with our players, man. And we grinded, and I'm thankful for the opportunity there. But this was a family decision, man. I mean, me and my wife, we had long, extensive talks about potentially this move coming back home to Russell County. It felt right. It felt right just talking to everybody, talking to Coach Knox and talking to our head coach, Danny Danielson, and the superintendent, and just being able to just get a good feel for coming back here and being a part of the program here and you know, helping out and continuously creating young men that are going to be leaders, not just in baseball, but in life.
Exactly.
So it checked all the boxes, and I'm blessed to be back here, man, and it feels right.
Yeah,
feels right.
And again, like I said, what you did at Carver these last couple of years, man, it is one of the best coaching jobs I've seen, especially at the baseball level. You've left that program better than when you first started, which is a huge thing. And now you're doing great things here at Russell County, and I know they're excited to have you back, Coach. And I'm excited that you're a part of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I love it.
Whenever you can. He's going to be a huge contributor throughout this year. But let's go ahead and get into the picks. It's time. That's why everybody's tuning in right now. We're going to do the games that we are not streaming. So first, we'll start with Northside and Jonesboro. This is a big game, Noah, because if Northside beats Jonesboro and then beats Central Carrollton next week, even if Harris County wins tonight and finishes 7-3, they will not make the playoffs. So technically, Harris County is cheering for Northside to lose one of these next 2 games. Where do you go in? Northside at a really good Jonesboro team. What do you got?
The Cardinals are pretty good. I think Harris County's going to get their wish, and Northside's going to fall to Jonesboro. Give me Jonesboro.
Yeah, I think Jonesboro's tough. They're 3-1 in the region. Their only loss is to Stars Mill. Give me Jonesboro with another win here tonight against Northside. I love what Caden Clay and them, but on the road in that county, it's hard.
Tough.
Well, we knew that Northside was going to have a tough 3-game stretch with Stars Mill, Jonesboro, and then Central Carrollton next week. I think Jonesboro ends up beating Northside.
I'm the same way. I think Jonesboro is going to come out with a win. I think it'll be a good game. It'll come down probably to that fourth quarter. I don't think they're just pull away because Northside is a good program. They've been consistent over the last few years. So I think they're going to fight hard to try to get a win, but I think Harris County is going to get their wish, and Jonesboro is going to win.
All right, another game happening in the Columbus area. Kendrick at Shaw. Shaw needs to win this game, fellas. If they win this game and they win next week, they go 5-5. They may make the playoffs this year. They're 3-5 right now. They need to beat Kendrick. We'll start with Michael Long. We'll go this way. Kendrick at Shaw. Where you going?
I'm going with Shaw, man. I got personal ties to Shaw because I'm a good friend with Coach Garner, man. Over there, he's doing a phenomenal job.
No doubt.
Having the opportunity to get back in the playoffs. They was in the playoffs his first year, so I think that's his message right now. Just, hey, we want to get back there and try to, make a run at this thing. So give me Shaw.
Well, by the way, two of your baseball players, Kingston Lawn and Kingsley Lawn, are on the Shaw football team. I think Shaw's going to win, and I think that they make the playoffs. They have Jordan next week. They go to 5-5, and they sneak in as the 5th team in the region.
I'm going Shaw wins this one pretty handily by 3 touchdowns, and I think Aaron Grant puts on a show.
Yeah.
Noah.
I don't think there's going to be many passes thrown in the ball game.
Oh,
but
it's gonna be running.
I agree. I think Shaw wins by 2 scores or more.
All right, another game happening in Columbus area. We'll do both of these, and we'll let you pick both of them. First, Brookstone goes on the road to a team in Strong Rock with a losing record. They look in their wounds after losing that heartbreaking game last week to Westfield on the last-second touchdown. They need to win this to stay a top 3 seed to host a playoff. Brookstone at Strong Rock, and then Hardaway going to Sumter County. Can they pull off an upset after Carver just literally took Sumter County to the woodshed last week? Both those games, where you going?
Yeah, I think Brookstone brought and branched in the offense too much for Strong Rock. I like the Cougars. And then I think Sumter County's going to find a way. Hardaway's going to give them a good fight, though. Hardaway, I told y'all in the preseason show, Hardaway's been a solid team, but I think Sumter County's going to find a way to win.
The only team that you weren't very high on is the Glenwood Gators, and let you. They want to see
they don't
every
play tonight. So
yeah, they don't even play tonight. Exactly right. But you were right about Hardaway, and so was I. I was high on them. I'm going Hardaway with the upset. I don't care if it doesn't happen or not. I'm picking this with my heart, not my head. Give me the Hawks. Give me Brookstone. Where you going?
I got Hardaway in an upset too. Sumter County has had 3 close losses, and they got exposed against Carver last week, 31-0. I thought that they were overvalued as they. ITG Next had them as the 3rd-ranked team in 2A, and so and they've dropped out of the top 10. I mean, that's how.
Who ranked them that?
Another live streaming company. We'll not go
that's
there.
What I thought. That's what I thought, man. We don't even give them the identification of being on this show, but I get what your point is.
Yeah, and I got Brookstone beating Strong Rock.
Mike.
Y'all know what a statement win is, right?
Yeah.
Give me Hardaway, man. It's going to be a statement win for them.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a statement win for them. I think Coach McKenzie's going to have his guys ready to go. They're going to go over there and they're going to take care of business and get a win. And also give me Brookstone, man. They got some athletes on the side over there.
All right, let's do the 3 games that we are covering tonight. We got Mundiesville and Harris County at senior night. Mundiesville is not very good. I think it's going to be a blowout. I'm going Harris County all the way.
Yeah, it's been a struggle this year for Mundiesville. I like Harris County.
There we go.
That's what we need right here. This is because when we pick the game, we're going to leave that right there. Thank you, Coach Knox. All right, we got Harris County, Mundiesville.
Oh, Harris County in a blowout.
Harris County, man, all the way.
Not even going to be close. Another game that we're doing for a special broadcast, Middle Georgia Sports Network and Brett Taylor of the GIAA is going to be streaming on our platform and theirs, and we're going to get Pacelli and Westfield tonight. Westfield's the number 2 team in 3A. Pacelli's the number 7 team. If they pull off this upset, they may shoot up in the rankings. They need it to be able to at least get maybe the 6 seed or 5 seed. Yeah. Where you going? Does Pacelli pull off the upset like Westfield did last year when Pacelli was the number 2 seed?
Going to be a tight game. Brookstone had a close win against Pacelli. Westfield with a close win against Brookstone. I think Westfield wins, though, goes undefeated in the region.
Yeah, I'm going the same thing, man. I think Westfield beats Pacelli. I really think if it's a low-scoring game, they can pull off the upset, but that is a tough place to win at in Perry. I'm going Westfield.
Westfield has jumped up to the number 2 team in 3A. And
as they should.
There's a reason why. Westfield is just having a great season. I think they can win a championship in 3A. I think that this game doesn't really mean a whole lot for Pacelli because I think they'll make the playoffs. I think Westfield will take advantage of that home field advantage and they'll get a win. It'll be close, though.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think it'll be a close game. But like you said, Westfield is just having one of those seasons where everything's just kind of clicking their way. They can finish undefeated in their region. Give me Westfield, man.
The final game, that's one tonight. It's 8 o'clock. By the way, 7:30 is Pacelli and Westfield on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 7:30 and 7:30 is also Harris County Mundies Mill. Russell County, They've been the talk of the town. Richard, you predicted them go 7-3, 8-2 this year. I know I didn't. I thought maybe 3-7, 4-6 would be a competitive year, getting better. Obviously, I was wrong, and I'll be the first one to admit it. Great season for Dylan Griggs and Russell County. They're going to host a playoff game. We got Toygar Isla. We got Chris Gates. We got Montavious. We're going all out tonight for Russell County, baby. Noah, where are you going? Rehoboth, you'll be on the call with me and Russell County.
It's going to be a little bit of a different game for the Russell County defense. Rehoboth runs a pretty interesting offense. Always have 6 linemen and 2 tight ends in there to block, kind of a triple option look. So Bryson Riggins and the Russell County offense better get going early because they find themselves in a dogfight and kind of get cold like they did in the second half of last week against Pike Road. It could be a dogfight, but I think they're going to find a way, especially with us here and all the people already here with 50 minutes to kick. Give me Russell County, big win.
Yeah, give me County too. We even got Rex Castillo, another contributor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live and WRBL. Give me Russell County, baby. Richard, I know where you're going. Rehoboth is a near and dear to your heart. You used to be the PA announcer for Rehoboth, right?
No. Well, first of all, I had Philip Jordan on my show, and he covers Rehoboth in the Wiregrass right there outside.
Only you know someone that covers Rehoboth, man. I love you, dude.
So he's had the coach on his show. If you look behind us, the fans are already here.
It's packed, man.
It's packed. Russell County in a rout. I mean, this is senior night. Russell County is going to play inspired. They're hosting a playoff game.
Bryson Riggins is
Bryson
unbelievable.
Riggins, he's going to throw for 4 or 5 touchdowns. He is going to be awesome. I hope Rex can get some good highlights for WRBL. I'm saying Russell County in a blowout.
All right, Coach, where you going?
Y'all see this hat?
Yeah, we see it.
Let me just talk about this, man. I went here. I've seen football program here for several years. This program right now in the state of where it's at is phenomenal. And with just the buy-in from the players, the coaches, the coaching staff that Dylan Griggs has built here is top-notch. This program right here is designed at this point in time to win and make runs with what they're doing. Bryson, Devin, Denver, Hartman, and I can name so many more guys, man. This team wants to win. It's senior night. They're about to honor 72 seniors just from the football, cheerleading, band, everybody, man, everybody's out here to come watch these boys get another win and get ready for that playoff run that they have been strongly desiring for years. It's long overdue, man. Give me Russell County, man. Y'all already know it.
Come on,
you already know it.
You already know what's about to happen. It's all Russell County, baby.
It's Russell County all day.
All right, thank y'all so much for watching. Coming up here in just a little bit, we got Mondays, Mill and Harris County, and we got Pacelli Westfield, and of course at 8 o'clock it's Russell County taking on Rehoboth, and then tonight at 11 this is GIAA Scoreboard Show with myself and Richard Holdridge on GIAA.tv. From everyone else that's been tuning in, thank y'all so much. We'll see you next time on High School Game Day, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.